And welcome back to the Heart of Chaos. I'm Javier once again, and I welcome you back to The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we entered the sand ship, made our way down to the bottom in what appears to be this brig, likely where they kept prisoners. And we got a small key after figuring out a combination using our gust bellows. And in this episode, we're going to make our way to the top of the sand ship once again to use this key and see where it takes us. A pretty simple arrangement of things. I guess that brings me to one thing. This series has been going on for a while, and I know it's been, takes a while. It's not been consistent in the slightest, and I've apologized for that already, so I won't get into any sob stories or details right now, but how is the quality, I should ask? How does the series come out? Do you like how the commentary style is for intros? Would you like any more special, like endings? Like the ending slate that I've tried a few times and kind of canceled because I didn't put enough effort into it. These small things I can either consider for a later series, or stick into in the middle of Skyward Sword to try and add a bit more finesse. Just thoughts that I would, feedback in general, really. If there's any complaints, anything I can address, anything you want me in particular to show. I know there's one thing in particular that most of my friends don't seem to know about that I will be covering after the sand ship. But for now, enough about feedback. There's this locked door here, and it's about time we opened it up. This is the mini-boss. Who is he? Well, this is the LD-002S Servo. This mutinous robot stole the ship from Skipper long ago. He still commands the ship today. While fighting in a narrow space like this, it is more effective to use thrust attacks with your sword than to try to swing your sword wildly. Well, let's go ahead and do that. So poke him a lot, and you just need to fence with him, basically. This is a fencing match. Just push him to the edge, and you will win. A pretty simple mechanic. He's going to use very standard, very slow attacks, easily dodged or moved out of the way of. The goal is to get him at the edge. Once you get him to the edge, he will swing at you, you will jump back, and it'll start all over. Except this time, you have less space to work with. Thus, it takes less time, but you're also weaker. Ow. And parry. That was a failing parry. Oh, now I'm electrified. Luckily for me, I have the Sacred Shield. Ow. Jerk! Stop it! Oh god, it's really hard to use the motion controls while commentating. I can see people who have done this Let's Play before, most notably, Nintendo Capri Sun. His commentary would die every now and then, and it's understandable why. The motion controls take a lot of concentration to carry your moves. It's not a simple button press. Even games like, say, Twilight Princess didn't require that much. Anyway, he's taken out while I wasn't even focusing. We've defeated the LDSC2S2 Servo. Combinations. It's really hard. I just like to call him the Pirate Captain because we found the pirate stronghold, but the game disagrees. Master that synthetic life form, there's a 99% chance that it was the pirate described by the captain. I can't help but admire the tenacity it has displayed in staying alive and functional all these years. Makes you wonder how long ago this ship was taken. But regardless, we have this treasure chest in here, and what did we get? Well, none other than the bow and arrow. Now you can hit targets at a very long range. Arrows also do a lot more damage than Deku Seeds. They are giving this really late. It is the last item you can possibly get from set. It is nuts. Master, a report about how that bow you have just obtained. Your bow's elasticity can propel arrows through the air with great force, allowing you to strike your targets from afar. To confirm the controls? Well, she's telling us the general stuff. You can also shoot arrows to strike certain devices in order to activate them. She's pointing out that we're going to have to go back. I've confirmed that such a device exists on the deck. However, it will be difficult to target it from here, so I recommend you return to the deck. Of course, Fee. Thank you, Fee. Alright, two things I'm going to complain about. Rant, if you will. This dungeon was my least favorite before. I was nitpicking when it came to the Lani Reminding Facility, but this dungeon! One thing is that it gives you the bow and arrow really late. And it's understandable because they don't want you to get rid of the Deku Seeds. But then, why not just replace the Deku Seeds in general? Well, the Deku Seeds are used for stuns, so it's not that big a deal, okay? That's a very light complaint, that the bow and arrow is so late. And okay, they didn't use puzzle mechanics that revolved around the bow until now. Whatever. But another thing is, Fee just completely gets rid of the desire to want to explore the rest of this dungeon, to go find the areas, because she points out directly where you need to go. Not only that, but the cutscene at the beginning of the dungeon already specified that you'd want to go this way. I'm just not gonna freak out anymore. I apologize that I even have to get angry. It's just, Master, I have important information for you. There's a 90% chance that the object you see over there is a time shift stone. And no, she doesn't stop talking in hero mode. Anyway, I should probably get into the bow mechanics. Now, yes, you can hold A, and it'll aim the bow, and you can see that it charges up. Or, you can hold C, draw the bow back with the nunchuck, and it's a lot faster, using the motion controls in a different way. Two ways that you can define your preference. You know, if you don't like buttons as much as you like the motion controls, then you can use the motion controls. If you don't like the motion controls, you can use the buttons. I'm gonna probably use the motion controls because it's just faster. And up there, got it. Gosh, it's really sensitive. Okay. Well, that's taken care of. Now, the sand ship is back to the way it was before. Oh. Looks like we got some fighting to do. Well, this is a battle against the Bokoblins and their evilness. Though luckily for me, it's not the Bokoblin engineers I had so much trouble with before. Though, there are Bokoblins with bows and arrows now who are going to fire from you at range. So be forewarned there as you're climbing up the sand ship to deal with them. You have a chance to get... There's one there. Where did you even come from? Well, you're dead now, so I don't want to hear anything about it. Skip! Alright, that's taken care of. Let's go ahead and make our way higher up on the ship. We're going to have to deal with all the Bokoblins in order to escape, as well as activate that switch up above. Oh wow, Bokoblins archers are really weak. I forgot about that. You also get arrows now! 10 arrows, yay! Hooray! The obvious. Okay. So let's go ahead and make our way up above. Up here was just one archer you take care of. Plus it's an area you can explore now. But what we want to do is we want to head up this ladder. There we go. And at the top of the ladder we're going to have to glide from the sail to sail in order to take care of all the Bokoblins, in order to manage to get to the top without so much as being too harmed. But if we use the bow effectively, we can take care of all of the Bokoblins. Alright, that's all of them. Any more? There is. Hey, buddy! How do you not see me? Well, headshot. These are the most blind Bokoblins. I thought I was blind, but I'm pretty sure I'd be able to notice someone from that distance. Well, anyway, another thing is, wow, this time shift stone is powerful. Like, look at that. There's water surrounding us as far as the eye can see. I don't even see desert. I mean, maybe further in the distance it does look like desert, but it kind of just it fades to the point where you don't see it anymore. And maybe that's a limitation. Sorry about that. Maybe that is a limitation. But at the same time, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not an oversight. Maybe this is an extremely powerful timeshift stone that's able to bring life to this entire ocean. It's really neat, and I like it a lot. That is a really nice aesthetic. Not to mention, if you look in the distance, you can see stuff in the background. Stuff that we have not either seen or we've been to. Just another neat little fact. Anyway, let's continue on a little further. We want to get to the very tippy top. Is there a bokoblin up there? There is in diddly dee, and he'll be dead. Alright, let's go ahead and use the bow to get this last switch. And make our way to the top. Not too hard of a fight. It actually can get a little difficult if you use your sword, but if you actually use the bow they gave you, this fight's actually not that difficult at all. Thus, it makes things a lot easier. Anyway, let's go ahead and tilt the Wii Remote to use this switch, and that allows the Timeshift Stone to be available to us once again. Link, good job! Look, it's Skipper! Now the ship looks like just like it used to. That makes me so happy. Now I just need to go rescue my crew. Pretty sure that they're being held in the brig inside the ship. He's gonna point us to the area we've been to before. It's still pretty dangerous here, so I'll just wait on the boat. You can do it! Indeed we can. Now, there's only one timeshift stone in this... Ow! I thought I was landing up there. Whoops. There's only one timeshift stone in this entire dungeon. You're gonna have to use that one timeshift stone with the bow and arrow from a distance inside the ship in order to activate the past and the present. I guess it is the past and the present, at least that's a similar mechanic. But regardless, I'm going to sit down, and in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're going to go and save his friends from the ship brig. But now we have Chaotic Reunion, and I'll see you all then.